Morning everyone. It's early in the morning, so I thought I'd crack on. What we got here is two acers. They were at the front of the property and they were in full leaf, but they've just completely died off. I think it's because the front of the property there's a lot of wind, and this is wind damage. The one on the left had a green yellow leaf. This one is, I suppose, the more traditional red leaf ones. So I'm going to take these out of the pots, put them in other pots, and then leave these in the back garden. But what I'm going to put in these two pots and another pot I've got, I'm going to put these into them. They'll be quite colourful at the front of the property, and it's called that there. Yeah, so I'll get those two out, put a couple of those in those two pots, and I've got a third pot, and we'll get on with it. These pots are very heavy, that's why they're on the trolley, because of the thickness of the pot. They're really heavy things, these are. So I'm going to empty them out over there and pot them up. So there you go, both done. They both had a watering can full of water. They'll probably have another watering can full in a couple of days. They're going to sit there for the time being in the shade, and hopefully they're going to pick up and recover. And then, as I said, these are done. And I'm not going to make the mistake of watering these and then moving them to the front of the property. Obviously, I'll move them to the front of the property and then water them. Hopefully they'll be okay as well. So we're on the carrots. In the last one, I transplanted one of these carrot seedlings into a different location because it was too close, too cramped. And the one I transplanted, was this one here. And it hasn't died. I thought that the root broke. I'm pretty sure it broke. But it's still alive. So I'm going to move some more, transplant some more into another pot. The only thing I've got is a decorative one. So they'll go in there. I'll probably put out 6 in there, I think. And then we'll see how well transplanted carrot seedlings do. There's not enough room in here to move them somewhere else in the container. So let's get about 6 of them out, put them in there, and then we'll keep an eye on them. Okay guys, this is a bit difficult to film. If I zoom in any closer, this either gets cut out of the shot or this gets cut out of the shot, and I want to show you me transplanting these to here so that you know there's no funny business going on. You know, I haven't got any from anywhere else. What comes from here is going to go in here. So we're going to start to take a few of these out that are too close together and move them across. Let's see what we can find. There are 2 there. Well, I'll just take this one out as an example. I did water this about half an hour ago, so the soil should be pretty soft. I'm hoping that this will just pull straight out without snapping like the others did. It's moving. Well, there we go. I suppose that's a carrot, isn't it? So we'll put that in there. In fact, I think it might be better than anything else. We'll put that in there. So we have transplanted one healthy looking carrot, and that one isn't looking too bad on its own. We'll go for this one. This one is next to a weaker one. We'll leave the weaker one, it'll grow bigger, and being the weaker one, it's likely not to snap when I pull it out. I'm hoping that the bigger ones come out easier. So I'll give it a little, just trying to slide it out really. There we go, things are happening here. This is looking all right, so I'm not going to put a lot in here. As I said, probably about 6 or so. And they'll have a bit of a water afterwards. Let's see what else we can find in here. Here we go, we've got two close together here. Let's go for the bigger one again. Things are happening. 3. I could be here sometimes, get carried away doing this, I tell you. These two are too close together. This might not work. Both of these might come out. Just the one. See, that's tiny, isn't it? That's a very small one, but carry it on. Number 4. Let's see what else we got. Here we go. They're too close together. The 2 big ones. Big carrot. 5. We'll just do one more. Yeah, they're too close down here. Hopefully you can see. They're quite big actually. Let's have this one out. The 6, and I think that has broken at the end, but healthy looking plant. There we go. 6 carrots transplanted from there to there. We'll see how these get on. And that one in the middle is that one there is the one that I transplanted about 5 days ago. Yeah, keep an eye on these transplanted carrots. The other thing I want to do today is tidy up this area around the bird bath. It's a mess. Deliberately left it in a mess because it was all wild and the birds, or rather the insects and bees, were on this. It's a mess. It needs to be tidied up. It's having a bit of a tidy up. The plan is in the winter that this will be dug out properly. You can probably see a lot of weeds in it. It's one of the jobs for the winter to dig it all out, put a lot of bark around it, keep the bird bath there, and that'll look really nice for next summer. But yeah, it's a job for the winter. I've got several jobs I'm saving up for the winter rather than doing them in the summer. So let's have a bit of a tidy up of this mess. There you go, I've dug it all out. It was a job that I was going to do in the winter and probably will still do. It looks better than it did. Looking at the soil, you'd think I'd lived in the desert, but this is Cornish soil. Hey, Cornish soil. There you go, that's not too bad. Put some bark over it in the winter, make it look better. Whether I can grow anything in there is another question because the soil is absolutely awful. There you go, another job done.